Hello, hockey, basketball, and soccer fans. My name is David. I thought I would start this video on the morning of Sunday, 28th of May. That time, North American Eastern Time. So what I would do is, just before I go a little bit further, the gold medal game. Between the Canadian and German adult men's teams. So yes, I like it. Sam Montembeault has been huge for Canada. There's also been a diversity of scoring, even with Joe Veleno, a center for the Detroit Red Wings, but whose contract expires in June, having to miss due to a skate stomp on Nino Niederreiter of the Swiss team. 5 games, so Veleno has already missed 4, and there will be a 5th that he'll have to miss. And yes, since that Norway defeat, it's been getting better a little bit by little bit. And yeah, so quarterfinals dominated Finland. Played very well against Finland. I didn't think it would happen that easily. Then beat the Latvian team. I mean, it took a little bit of time to get going. But then again, I could say the same about Donkey Kong Jr. from the original Super Mario Kart. Remember that one? Yeah, very slow to accelerate. Well, same with Bowser. Remember that video game, 1990s, and I haven't played Super Mario Kart for a while, so I don't know how I would do. But enough of that. Enough on Nintendo and all that. It's about this tournament and going for gold. So, broadcast supposed to start a bit after 12 noon Eastern time. Well, broadcast on TSN start a bit after 12. Starting now 12 noon. Puck drop expect to be 12:20 or so Eastern time. It's going to be a huge game. I just hope Canada will fight to the end, and it will make it close if it ends up losing. But I do believe that that this game is Canada's to lose. That's I'm not sure how Canada will pull through, but I believe it's still Canada's to lose. I think Canada just has to be massively favored to win gold. I mean, particularly against an opponent that was supposed to be like Sweden, Finland, United States, Czechia, or Slovakia. All of them knocked out. Slovakia didn't even qualify for quarterfinal action. Switzerland was, well, Switzerland offense went cold against its German counterpart. Czechia, one-line team, no Cervenka, no Kubalik against the American counterpart. Shut out completely. Semifinals definitely was no surprise in one way. United States American team against its German counterpart. Overtime. Heartbreak. Casey Smith having allowed an alley goal. And he allowed Smith, the Penguins allowed 2 alley goals in the bronze medal game against the Latvian team. One of those was in overtime. What a heartbreaker! Thinking, Nick Bonino, captain of the American team, having claimed to Lindsay Hamilton of TSN in post-game comments that the American team played pretty well, and Keith Smith played pretty well. Well, I have to question Bonino's comments or something. I don't know if Bonino's with the Ducks or used to be with the Anaheim Ducks, but first of all, Casey Smith, yes, may have played well for the most part, but Smith allowed this many out the goals, and the defense not very good. I mean, how can anyone say that the defense for Team USA was any good when that team allowed this many goals and this many in regulation? That a 3-2 lead, and just like the Canucks often did during their most recent season, blew that lead. Yeah, I like to call the Canucks on Twitter the so-called blow a lead Canucks because, well, during the regular season, they blew a whole bunch of leads. And defense wasn't exactly good either. It's so many games the Canucks allowed at least this many goals. And when they did particularly bad, when they allowed at least this many goals. Yes. The Canucks had to win a whole bunch of games by scoring at least this many goals, because when they didn't score 3 or more, their record absolutely sucked. I mean, so yeah, it's probably because a lot of games the Canucks allowed scored under 3 goals, but it's just the two streams when the Canucks scored at least 3 versus when they didn't score at least 3 during the regular season. Who knows what changes are going to be? I mean, I've watched various episodes of the Locked On Canucks podcast, part of the Locked On Sports series of podcasts, via the Locked On NHL series of pods. And just, I gotta wonder, where are the Canucks going? And does upper management really think that team is ready for the postseason? I have to be skeptical. We can all wonder what happened with the Canucks. If the Canucks had managed to qualify for the 2023 Stanley Cup playoffs, they probably wouldn't have gone too far. Because their defense was not very good during the regular season. So yeah, it's kind of heartbreak for the American adult men's team, a team that following its win of its participation in a gold medal game outside of an Olympic championship, in other words, a standalone world championship game, hasn't gotten to a gold medal game. Not very good. And blowing a lead against its German counterpart kind of sealed the fate for there. No guaranteed medal now. The U.S. has no medal. No medal. Oh, it's not good. Canada's adult men's team will get a medal. It'll be the question of what color. But with Finland out, yeah, it'll be the question of which one. So yeah, is there anything to do about the Leafs or the Raptors? Well, obviously they'll keep going. Tweets about claim that David Quinn, head coach of the American adult men's team, should be canned. Question about whether Patrick Fisher, head coach of the Swiss adult men's team, should be canned as well. I mean, no medal. Switzerland's team has lost this many quarterfinals in a row. The U.S. is a drought of guaranteed a gold medal appearance in the gold medal game. It's been a lengthy drought for the adult men's team this decade. The under 18 men's and women's American teams, as well as the World Junior Junior and adult women's, have all gone to at least one gold medal game each. That's just from 2020 onward. Whereas the adult men's team is the only one that has only one post-1940s gold or silver medal. And that is pretty bad. And there's this national team development program. So I have to ask myself, why among the men's ice hockey teams, the under 18, World Juniors, and adults, that only the adult one doesn't have a gold and silver medal post 1950. Gotta ask. Whereas Canada's adult men's teams will be appearing in its 4th straight gold medal game. Among those relevant tourneys that have gone ahead, keep in mind that 2020 tourney was canceled because of a pandemic, COVID, that had not been brought adequately under control for international travel to really take place. indeed, during that, during the early part of the pandemic, from late March 2020 until sometime, June, July or so of the following year, it was, Canada had this system of, anyone who's going to come home, who's going to, eligible to enter, would have to quarantine for 14 days. So that meant it was going to be difficult. I mean, the quarantine's gone, but the economic effects are still there. Anyway, I'm going to get on with my morning, see how the rest of it goes. And, when it comes to Toronto FC, it's watch some, Canadian soccer, teams and all that. Stanley Cup final, still on, to be determined whether the Dallas Stars or Golden Knights will get there. From the Western Conference, but the Panthers are still waiting. It's be interesting to find out. It'd be nice if the Golden Knights can knock off the Dallas Stars. So there's a guarantee for the first time in the 2020s that a team that has yet to win a Stanley Cup will win a Stanley Cup. It would be so nice to have. Anyway, before I go, I thought I would mention, if you like the video, remember to click the like button. If you want to subscribe to my channel, just click that subscribe button if you want to do that. Please note that liking and subscribing are options, although anyone who does subscribe to my channel will receive more timely notifications from YouTube about videos that I post. I try to put up videos at least every other week, and I'm going to say, with respect to various national teams, Canada, go Toronto FC, go Canada, go Leafs, and go Raptors, go.